It's going to give you happiness. So he looked. He went to DC for an internship. Couldn't find it there. He lived in New Brunswick. Couldn't find it there. Went to New York City. Worked there for years. Couldn't find it there. Got himself an apartment. Got himself a white Jeep. He also got himself a dog. That brought him some happiness, but he still didn't find it. He didn't find the fulfillment, he didn't find the happiness that he was looking for. And it wasn't until years later that this friend has found that happiness. And he's found that precious present. And that precious present is Rita. He's found that happiness. And Rita, you found that precious present as well.
I know myself.
No, that precious present is Marshall. So I thank you guys for inviting us to be a part of this special day. The precious present is important because it's not only about finding each other, but it's about enjoying today and not the past or the future. So what I tell you from myself and my wife being married for a long time is think about today and why you're here when the trials and tribulations of marriage come forward, because it's going to be difficult at times, but there's a big reason why you're here. And all of these people support you and love you. So if there's anything you need, we're all here for you, and we love you.
One little small detail I left out is Enzo and Claudia are responsible for, the dog I'm obsessed with, Freddie. They have Freddie's brother from another mother, as in Ty, short for Tyrone, black as a night. And I can't thank you enough for Freddie. Freddie is, I think, molded a lot of lives around here and puts a lot of smiles on people's faces. So thank you. One more guy, two more. There's two more left, but make it quick. This guy, we have a special bond. We head to spring training every year, and we have a blast. And we're having Rita. I've gone for probably the last 6 years, Sammy. Right? We've gone to spring training, see our Philadelphia Phillies, and Rita, when she knows we go every year. She's like, "Well, you're going to be married. Why do you got to go?" Well, this is something this trip I would never ever miss, and it wouldn't be the same without Sammy, David, and my dad. So let's hear for Mr. Samuel Canford.
So I just want to start off with what a great party for an amazing couple. Oh, does that work?
Yeah.
So I would like to start off with what an amazing party for an amazing couple. I'm going to list some observations that I've seen with Marshall and Rita. I've known Rita for a few years now. I've worked for her. And I've seen many sides of her. The frustration in forcing Reagan to eat, and the joy until she finally does. When she's at work, which I can't speak of, and when she's,
Top secret.
when she's with families and friends where she's truly happy. Now to Marshall, as you know, we've been to spring training. And I've seen him at his best and his worst when he's trying to pull me out of a group of angry baseball fans trying to get Jimmy Rollins' signature. And when he's laughing at me after I noticed that I got Sharpie all over myself. And the time when we go in 5 in the morning to spring training with the Mustang and the top down, where we had to end up stopping on the highway. So, but what I can say from all these observations is that I can see that Marshall and Rita are meant for each other. They're truly happy, and they're always happy when they're together. Congrats to you two.
Oh, that's you. The next future president of the United States, Samuel Canford. This kid is a prodigy. I tell you, you're going to hear that name again, I swear. Last but not least, is this man that started it, and he'll probably end it more ways than one. You've probably seen him on the dance floor. You've probably seen him sing karaoke. We've lived together for 6.5 years in New York City, and I can't even talk anymore about it because it's not even R-rated. So without further ado, Mr. Patrick Whitgren.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut out all the formalities of saying how much fun I'm having, how good you look, blah blah blah, how much you love each other. So everyone's here for one reason or another. One is that you really love Marshall, The other is that you're related to Rita. Sorry. So I don't want to give any context clues about when I started writing my speech, but see if you all can figure it out. This morning I woke up and I went to the spa with Marshall, and we went for a couples massage. Anyone figured it out yet? So we were laying there, and it was awesome. It was great. It was 80 minutes of pure heaven and pleasure, and he was moaning a lot. He's a big moaner, right? I knew that going into it, so that's fine. I was silent. I was like... and then we went downstairs and met with Joel, and we got shaved. So if you ever do a straight razor shave, and you're a man, it's the worst fucking thing on earth. It's like demons were screaming down my face at every corner, and I'm sitting there and I'm like crying inside, because that's where I cried the most. And this woman's sitting there, and all I think is that, like, she could fucking kill me. And so she has the knife right up to my throat, and she didn't. But then I was sitting there thinking, I go, oh, this is like marriage. 80 minutes upstairs of absolute pleasure, 20 minutes down here of absolute terror. And the ratio is probably not right. 80-20. So all I ask of you, Rita, is don't err on the side of pushing the 20. Make his life less terrorist and more pleasurable.
Oh, you want me to start now?
Yes. That was my round way of saying that I want this to happen, yes. No. Marriage as a whole should be viewed as, if you go into it thinking it's all roses, it's not going to work. And if you think it's my best friend for all time, not going to work. You're going to hate each other at some point. But make those moments fleeting, and make the moments that you love each other the norm. And I think I look forward to all of us here and you spending our lives together through thick and thin, through it all, and loving each other. And I think you guys will be the happiest couple on earth.
Gorka, 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 Gorka.
Thanks, best man. There's nobody better than all of you guys. Thank you. Oh, you too. What do we got next, Mr. DJ?